The Consul General of Mexico sends his regards and apologizes for not being here with you today. And this time, I want to start talking about what the Consulate do. Probably not all of you know what our functions are. So I would name three main functions. The most known is the document part, the documentation. We provide passports, issue visas, powers of attorney, and several things to get things to Mexico, permits, etc. There's another area called Community Affairs, in which we try to provide our nationals with information in order to better integrate to the community that's receiving them. That's financial education, health, and many other issues. And then it's my area, the area for protection and legal affairs. Usually, this area dealt with those Mexicans who were in problems. This is Mexicans that got, for some reason, in prison, or got sick, or passed away. Those things we are continue to do this time, but also we are focusing more on the prevention part. And what's this? We work along with the community affairs person, and we go with our nationals telling them which are their rights and duties here in the U.S. and what to do if they face different situations. And this brings me to the part of the defense, the strategy we are putting in place given the actual political context. As you may know, probably some might agree, others won't, but the federal government has taken a very rude, I would say, I wouldn't find that other word, against Mexican nationals. So first of all, we want them to know which are their rights. Probably they won't have documents to be here in the United States, and we understand that for your laws, that's going against the law, right? To not have documents to be here. However, they have rights. One of the rights is to contact their consulates. They have the right to have an attorney, to have a hearing before a judge before they are sent back to Mexico, as they are trying to do. So we want them to know that they have those rights. We also have a line that gives legal advice 24/7. So our nationals have this possibility, and also in that hotline we have an emotional crisis center, because this has provoked a lot of distress within our nationals. You must know that regardless of the immigration status on the U.S., the labor law protects all workers the same in the U.S. So that's our first front. On the other hand, we have been working, trying to get this program of temporary workers. We have one program with Canada that has proven to be a good way to work. So it's probably something that will come in the medium term or in the long end, but we need to work on this. It's a serious issue. It's also a market thing, because if there is demand, there's the offer, and we have the undocumented workers here because there's demand, right? The Canadian program gives visas to a certain number of workers to enterprises, or it wouldn't be enterprises, like agricultural groups that bring these nationals, Mexican nationals, to work for them for a certain period. So, for example, let's say there's that corn crop. So they come and do they plant the seed, see the plants grow, crop them, and then they come back to Mexico. And the thing with this is that they are all registered, they have to comply with certain regulations, and also the workers. So it's a very ordered way to bring workers to another country and have them back and come and back.
Other questions?
I don't know. I'm not sure if building will be something effective. Mexicans and Latin Americans are very creative. So if we have the wall, we'll go beneath the wall or over the wall. It's more rhetorical than something that will have a real effect. And the rhetorical part, that worries the most because it divides. If you lived in the border, you'll see how intricate we are. Our economies are very, very tight together. We cannot live without the other one. And that's something, I guess, it's not seen with all this rhetoric. It's very loud. It moves the wounds of people, but I think it's not something that will bring any good to the U.S. or Mexico.
One more question. Anybody? Thank you. No other questions?